The Koch brothers. They're two of the richest human beings on the planet, with around $100 billion, most of it from oil. If that money were used for good instead of evil, it could provide clean water to the world 10 times over. It could end world hunger 3 times over. It could take all of the 16.5 million poor children in this country and hire them their own high-end escort to take them to Disney World for a week. How cool is that? For a week. The Koch brothers' network of influence over think tanks, politicians, judges, media outlets, and universities is said to be almost as extensive as the entire Republican Party. And this week, they gave a rare interview in which MSNBC's Joe Scarborough ended up with carpal tunnel syndrome from cheering for them.
I know that you have worked hard with your brother to elect Republicans. Are you about to get discouraged and get out of politics again?
Hold on. You've worked hard with Republicans? The words worked hard are code that means spent a shit ton of money. And the words elect Republicans are code for put in place people who do whatever you want.
I don't care what party. I just want somebody who's going to advance these ideas to take us away from this two-tiered system, getting involved in all sorts of unproductive things and all this waste.
Wait a second, Charles, or Chucky. Can I call you Chucky? Chucky, when Chucky says waste, he means things like Social Security and health care for the poor and all that stuff. That's waste to him because it doesn't make him richer. That is all that matters because he is a sociopath. And when he says he's just looking for somebody to advance these ideas, that sounds good. That's, ideas. That sounds nice. Keep in mind, Hitler had ideas, all right? Pol Pot had ideas. Lorena Bobbitt had ideas. It depends on what the ideas are.
David said some nice words about Walker.
Right.
And that was written up that we were giving millions to his campaign. Right, you know how much we've given to his campaign?
I hope none.
0.
Okay. Hey,
whoa, evil Redenbacher. By zero, he means millions. The Kochs have funded Scott Walker for years through their organizations like Americans for Prosperity. You see, when the Kochs donate to a cancer hospital or something like that, they run around and go, we gave to that cancer hospital. Change the name of the hospital to Kochi McCokerton, Foley Erect Coke, all right? But when they give millions to climate change denial or evil politicians, they put on a mustache and go, my name is Americans for Prosperity.
That's not a way to run a democracy, is it? Like 150 families are basically funding most of the presidential campaign?
Well, you see, to me, it depends on to what end.
Does it depend to what end? Listen, Don Knotts Corleone. So it's not okay for 150 families to own our democracy unless it's for the things you want.
It's because the government's picking winners and losers.
Winners and losers. This is the guy who funded the Citizens United decision in the Supreme Court. He has won the right to dump millions into political campaigns so that he can pick the winners and losers.
We won't have 2-year presidential campaigns because people that will realize it's more important to run their own lives rather than try to control part of government.
Wait a second, zombie Jack Lemmon. He just said, stop worrying about the government. Stop voting. We'll take it from here. That's also why the Kochs funded vote purging and voter ID laws to kick people off the voter rolls. And then, something interesting happened. Mika Brzezinski accidentally asked a real question.
But aren't you still getting caught up in the the same cycle of buying influence?
No. Well, so far we're largely failures at it, as you can tell.
You're practically the fucking richest family in the world! How is that a failure? And furthermore, his response to "Are you buying influence?" was, "We're trying!" But it turns out other people who are not us are still making decisions.
I'm kind of like Martin Luther when he was on trial, and he said, "Here I stand, I can do no other." I mean, I mean, I dedicate my life to this.
Yeah, you're Martin f***ing Luther. And Rupert Murdoch is St. Thomas Aquinas. Next, Chucky brought in his brother, Dr. Strangelove.
In fact, when I first joined the company, we had just $6 million revenue. And now, here it is, years later, our revenue is $2 billion. So we've done very well there.
Did you honestly just say $2 billion? This interview is going great, Pinky in the Brain.
It's hard to find people in New York, liberals, we were talking about this before, liberals or conservatives alike, who haven't been touched by your graciousness.
Get a room, get a room, get a f***ing room! Joe, you have something on your nose there and all over your face. I would say get your head out of your ass, but get your head out of their asses. Look, fluff jobs like this interview serve a purpose. They make us go, oh, the Koch brothers are okay. They're just like Grandpa. Yeah, they're like your grandpa. If your grandpa were the love child of a three-way between Dr. Strangelove, Old Man Potter, and the recent WHO report that bacon causes cancer. That's how evil those two are. And even though I don't eat meat, I remember how good bacon is, all right? I'm still human.